Before we send you off to Good Morning America, hugs are something most of us definitely miss about pre-pandemic life.
Yeah, and while we're social distancing and trying to avoid contact even with some of our closest friends and family, we're also missing out on some positive chemicals that help our health. Here's Dr. James Rousse with the Human Grace Project.
Hey there, it's Dr. James, and today I want to address something that all of us need and many of us are not getting enough of, and that is hugs. Hugs are all about so many good things. There's something called a hug hormone, which is oxytocin. You may have heard of it. It helps our heart, it helps fight inflammation, helps our immune system. It also helps our emotional stability, our resilience, and our optimism. But here's what's interesting. Because of social distancing and not being around people that we love as much as we'd like to, and not hugging as much as we need to, we are seeing lower levels of oxytocin if we only depend on hugging. So here's the good news. There are 4 really powerful and very easy ways that we can actually build oxytocin naturally. Get the hug hormone without the hug. Number 1, and this one is super cool, it's all about listening and being present. Whether you're on the phone, a FaceTime, you're with someone social distance, studies show just being a good listener, being present, literally raises oxytocin levels for you and the person you're with. Number 2, giving words of encouragement. I love that one. Literally, when you see something good happen, tell someone you see it. Appreciate them. Oxytocin levels rise. And when people do it for you, you get it as well. That's a beautiful exchange of energy. Number 3, and this one I think is going to be the most coolest one of all. It's all about giving yourself permission to pet a pet. Just literally, a gerbil, a dog, a cat, anything that's a pet. When you pet the pet, your oxytocin levels rise. And number 4, laughing and smiling. Now I know right now, it's not always easy. It's not always something appropriate to even be laughing and smiling these days. But you know what? We need to give ourselves permission to rise above and give ourselves the opportunity to be the change that we want to see in the world. Oxytocin, emotions, inflammation, heart health, happiness. You get the hug that you may necessarily not be able to have, but you have it physiologically, and I believe we transmit it spiritually and emotionally. And that's what the Human Grace Project is really all about.
Something to try out today. All right, our Micah Smith will continue this conversation with Dr. James later this morning. You can watch that on Denver 7 News for your Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or Android device.